So, Bible is written by 4 school of thoughts.
Okay.
And the creation story of the Elohim is wakhuluma yonke into yabakhona, right? And then you go to Genesis 2. You get another creation that God created man out of the earth. They themselves, they said that there is no evidence that there was a nation called Israel, number one. The second, there is no evidence that anybody who's mentioned in the Bible existed. So it's all mythology, it's all fairy tales, it's all legends. They have no historical evidence to prove that these characters existed. But everything that existed has got evidence, got a museum.
Welcome back on the channel. I'm your host Nati. If you are new in the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Let's go.
See, when you read the Bible, the book of Matthew, it's like when we talk about Baba sandwich.
Okay.
It's a name of the person who discovered it.
Okay, yes.
It's like nicotine.
Yeah.
Nicotine, people, they think is what is in the cigarette. No, it's not what in the cigarette. It's a name of the person who was importing that powder.
Yes. And then he got the name, yes. So, Bible is written by 4 school of thoughts.
Okay.
Now the 4 school of thought, and the oldest is the Elohim school. Okay. And then you have the Yahweh school of thought. And then you have the Deuterocanonical school of thought, which is basically meaning the remembrance of the law.
Okay.
Deuteronomy, Deuterocanonical. And then the 4th one is the priestly school of thought.
Okay.
Now the Elohim school of thought, Elohim is plural for the 12 gods. Is El Shaddai, El Tzibo, El Nisi, El Elyon, El Tzebaoth. Now
in other words, in Genesis, if I hear you, you mean that was Elohim.
It's Elohim. That is
because even if you look at it in Hebrew, the word "let us make man,"
it is in plural.
God said, "Let us make man." You look at that word, God is Elohim.
Is Elohim,
which is plural.
Is plural. You say
how many gods?
There are 12.
Constellation again.
Is Elohim. Elohim is a combination of the 12 gods. Now each one is linked to each alphabets of the Hebrews. There are 12 alphabets. Now if you read Psalm 119, the King James Version, is divided into 12 paragraphs. Each one has got the first one of those alphabets of the Hebrews. Now these 12 gods, when they're together, they call Elohim. When it's one, it's El. When you say my, it's Eli, like Eli lama sabachthani.
Okay.
My God, why have you forsaken me? Now, that is why in Genesis it say, let us make man in our image and our likeness. So it's in plural. So it's a company of the gods.
In Psalms also, it talks about God in the company of gods.
In the company of gods. I think Psalm 82?
Yes.
Yes, in the company of the gods. The scripture was originally written in Hebrew. So where it said, in the beginning, God created, it will be in the beginning the Elohim or the gods, not God.
NgesiZulu ekuqaleni
oNkulunkulu badala umhlaba. So not uNkulunkulu wadala umhlaba. So this Elohim school of thought, it is based on the El Shaddai, Elohim. Now even the name of the angels, their name end with
Michael, Gabriel, Raphael,
Uriel. Now even the name of the prophet
Samuel,
Ezekiel. So these are all Noel. This is how you identify the Elohim school in the Bible. Those whose names end with L. They are not the same. And the creation story of the Elohim is wakhuluma yonke into yabakhona, right? And then you go to Genesis 2. You get another creation that God created man out of the earth, And then out of that clay he made man, and then from the rib of the man he made a woman. It's another creation. Because Genesis is God spoke man and woman into existence. Let us make man and in our image and our likeness. Male and female created he them. That is Genesis 1 verse 27 now. Male and female created he them through speaking them into existence. Genesis 2, he make man out of the clay.
Sure.
And then from the man he took the rib.
Yes.
And he make the woman. Now this is another creation. It's different one. Because it's a different school of thought.
Sure.
That is separate from the Elohim school of thought. Now this is the Yahweh school of thought, which Moses also is introduced. That when Moses said, Genesis, remember he said Exodus 6, somewhere there. To Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are known as
Elohim.
Who should I know you as I am? It's Yahweh. Now the followers, those who
he's introducing now a singularity instead of plurality.
That even is not even singularity, because Yahweh is two gods too. Is the male and the feminine. And then the feminine of it is called the Shekin. It is the feminine.
Which was an Egyptian idea also.
Israel, Isis, Ra-El. Rasan. Isis,
goddess of wisdom. And
then the El, which is a Canaanite god actually. The El Shaddai, Yahweh and El, they are not even Israel god, they are Canaanite god. So Israel does not have anything of its own. It's being plagiarizing, taking things from others, like the story of creation, Epic of Gilgamesh.
It's the story of Noah. Let's a little bit analyze the story of Noah. There are a lot of things that doesn't, when you start the Epic of Gilgamesh, which comes from Sumeria. Yeah. Now, in that story, there are three gods.
Yes.
Okay? In the Bible, they believe in Trinity, three gods. Yeah. In that story, somebody was warned to build the ark because of what? The flood that is coming. In the story of Noah, Noah was warned by God to build the ark. In that story, there are story of super beings who came and slept with human beings and gave birth to human beings. Anunnakis. And in the story of Noah, there's story of giants, and God married or slept with women and produced giants. In that story, there is a story of Ijuba, Nekwababa.
Yes.
Elalkhisha ukuthi aliyohlola ukuthi amanzi selokuzile igwaba langabuye ijuba labuye labuye. The same story. Now, interestingly, if you trace it in the history, those stories you can't prove them.
Yes.
And then it's worse. Udo was instructed to build 300
cubit ship, a boat.
Right now, indlovu iyodwa 12 ton. Imagine indlovu ezu2 zilapho ziwu2 kushuthi sesina 20 ton. They are about 6,000, almost 10,000 species.
Actually, it's 1.2 million species.
Yeah, you're right.
Animals,
put them together. What are they eating for 150 days?
In that boat.
What's the smell? There's only one window. Only one window.
Yes.
Imagine if all these things pooing here, some weaving here,
some sneezing there,
some sneezing here, and let alone these things, some are scavengers. They're eating one another.
They're eating one another. So you're telling me that for 150 days the lion stopped eating meat?
I was excited when I was in the Bible school. Told there's a proof Noah's ark has been found. You can Google in the internet. Now, what's the shape of the
Noah's ark?
Of the ark? How could it be Noah's ark? Somebody just made it up.
Yes, they just made it up. There's a whole lot of made up stories that they make. The other time, there was some archaeological digging. They come up with a very big head around Middle East Israel. But no, we found the head of Goliath.
Who knows the head of
Goliath.
Because those heads, they can be found anywhere
else. I mean, the Tel Aviv University in Israel, they themselves, they said that there is no evidence that there was a nation called Israel, number one. The second, there is no evidence that anybody who's mentioned in the Bible existed.
No, there's no tomb.
Yeah, there's no tomb.
Let's make an example, Baba.
Yeah.
To agree with you.
Yes.
Moses, how many people he let out? They say 2 million.
2 million, yeah.
Archaeologists have trace, they never find a trace of that there are 2 million
people moving out.
2. All the soldiers drown in the sea. Egypt is number 1 in keeping record.
Yeah.
There's no record of Moses of the Bible in Egypt, but there are record of some Moses. Because Moses is something else, it's not what we are taught.
Yeah,
okay, but there is no record of Moses of the Bible. And 2, Baba, we are told that in Egypt everything was destroyed, animal, everything, birds. And you remember that in Choshis, I think the number 5 one, it tells us there was nothing left in Egypt. Where do they get horses?
And
chasing those guys now. Where do they get
the chariot and everything?
Where do they get those horses?
Yeah. So it's all mythology. It's all fairy tales. It's all legends. They have no historical evidence to prove that these characters existed. But everything that existed has got evidence. Got a museum. You know, Egypt. You talk about Egypt, you can start from the first dynasty to the last dynasty. Everybody, they say Imhotep, they'll show the tomb of him. Even Osiris, some will say Osiris is a myth, but there is a tomb of Osiris in Abydos in Egypt. But then you go to Jesus. No, let's not even talk about Jesus. You go to
you can't even find the Peter's tomb. Except the fake one.
Or except the fake one. So
the Jesus one, you go to where they claim is a tomb. There is another one. If this one is fully booked, they will take you to another
one. The tomb is fully booked. Yeah. So now we were on the second school of thought. The Yahweh school of thought.
Okay.
And then we get into the third one, the deuterocanonical school of thought, which is basically how do you identify that within the Bible? Is everyone who make mention of Moses, the law of Moses. The law of Moses said, if you find a woman committing adultery, you must stone her. One of the evidence that says the book of Job is older than even Genesis is the fact that Job does not make mention of Moses.
Yes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.